So I made this video to kind of show you the kind of destruction that will happen between your own mind and drugs. This in no way points towards, me believing anything about being a Nazi or anything like that. What I wanted to show you is that drugs will control you. Drugs will take everything from you. And I wanted to show that at the height of this man's power, he could have controlled everything, but he gave everything up for that one thing. I hope you enjoy this video.
The most powerful man in Nazi Germany wasn't defeated by an army first. He was defeated by exhaustion, delusion, and a chemical war inside his own mind. On D-Day, the tanks that could have stopped the invasion never moved. Not because they couldn't, but because no one could wake Hitler. History tells us wars are lost on battlefields, but some wars are lost long before the first shot is fired. This is the story of how the most tightly controlled regime in history was slowly undone by exhaustion, paranoia, chemical dependence, and one man who could no longer trust his own mind. Before 1939, Hitler was fanatical, but disciplined. He followed rigid routines, obsessed over sleep schedules, demanded absolute focus from himself and others. His power came not from chaos, but from control. Control of his image, control of his body, control of the state. That control would not last. As war began, Germany searched for an edge. They found it in a pill. Pervitin, methamphetamine, issued openly to soldiers, pilots, and tank crews. It erased fear, killed exhaustion, turned men into machines for days. Then came the crashes, paranoia, aggression, hallucinations, total physical collapse. The blitzkrieg burned bright and burned fast. In 1939, Hitler hired a new personal physician, Dr. Theodor Morell. From that moment on, Hitler's health and judgment began to change. Energy followed by crashes, confidence followed by rage, clarity followed by denial. By the early 1940s, Hitler's hands trembled. His patience vanished. His worldview narrowed. He stopped trusting generals, stopped adapting, stopped listening. As the war turned against Germany, Hitler doubled down, not on strategy, but on belief. Entire armies were ordered to stand and die. Retreats were forbidden. Reality was rewritten to match his expectations. This was no longer command. It was obsession. June 6, 1944, the Allies landed in Normandy. German commanders waited, because only one man had authority to release the panzer divisions. Hitler, he was unreachable. No one dared wake him. Hours passed. The beaches held, and with every passing minute, Germany lost its last real chance to push the Allies back into the sea. The Third Reich didn't collapse in a single moment. It collapsed slowly, under exhaustion, delusion, and absolute control placed in the hands of a man who no longer trusted reality. History remembers the battles, but the downfall began far from the front lines.